Hey there, I am here because I just had my mind blown. And I'm thinking that what I had happen to me will also help you because I know I'm not the only one. So I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to kind of think about this. Are you the type of person who has ever dealt with a mindset around a certain issue? Sometimes it might be around money. Maybe it's around selling. Maybe it's around something completely different. Maybe it's about losing weight, right? And in your mind, it's just, I just can't do that. I don't understand it. I've tried it before and it didn't work. I can't keep money. I can't make sales. I can't lose weight. I can't keep a boyfriend. I can't keep a girlfriend, whatever it might be. Have you ever been there? Right? I'll wait because I know the answer is yes. There's somebody out there that I'm speaking to right now who has been in that place, who is currently in that place, and you've just resigned yourself to believe that this is just who I am. This is just the way it is, and I'm just going to live with it. So I'm going to tell you right now that you get to not have to just live with it because what I just heard was like, huh, okay, I hadn't thought about it that way. And this is what was said to me. And I'll just be honest with you, that's how I am. I was dealing with or have been dealing with an issue around just, money, right? And this is what the question that was asked to me. She said, have you chosen to want to not to want to know? Sit with that for a second. Have you chosen to not want to know? Because for some people, and in some scenarios, again, be it sales, money, weight, relationships, fill in the blank, there are things we just don't understand. And I know that in years past for me, when I didn't understand something, I didn't get this before, okay? This was not something I just kind of understood. I had to spend some time figuring out why I was behaving the way I was in certain places in my life. And when I came to the realization that when things got really hard or I felt like I didn't really understand something, I would just kind of go say, well, let me go do something that I do understand. Let me go do something that I feel like a rock star at, and I'm just not going to deal with this anymore. So, what of course happens for all of us is when we just don't deal with it, we just kind of keep putting it to the back of the line, putting it on the bottom of the pile, putting it in the drawer, closing the drawer, and then focusing on how things look beautiful without that one thing. That thing, though we're not looking at it, doesn't get better, it gets bigger. The things we don't face don't get better, they just get bigger. And when you finally take the time to look at it, it's overwhelming. And then when it gets overwhelming, we then say, oh, yeah, now I really don't want to deal with it because I don't even know where to start. So, as it pertains to your sales, because that's my jam. And I just kind of jumped in here today. For those of you all who don't know who I am as of yet, my name is Tish Times. I am a sales and networking expert. It is what I absolutely love to do. And I really love working with people who feel like they hate sales, who feel like they cannot sell, feel like they're too shy to have those kind of conversations. I love it because I know it so well. I've been there. I know what it takes to overcome some of those mindsets. And based on what I heard today in those other areas, it's like you have a choice to want to know. You have a choice to want to get better. There's a place that we just don't want to deal with it. And so it allows us to push that responsibility off on someone else into another area and just not deal with it and resign ourselves to feel as though it's okay that I don't know because I just have this one issue and I'm just not going to be able to lose. I'm just big bone. I'm never going to lose this weight. And I've been there too. For many of you all have seen the transformation that I've been going through for the past couple of years. Losing 55 pounds, I gained about 15 of that back because I went back into that old mindset for a little while. And then was able to realize it and got those pounds off and I'm back on the journey, finishing up what I started because I understand now that we have a responsibility as it pertains to our willingness to know what we need to know. So when it comes to your sales, where are those areas where you've said, people won't say yes to me, I can't charge this amount, it feels too weird, too salesy. I just don't want to do it. I'm just not good at it. So I'm going to challenge you to really sit with this question. Where are you choosing to just not want to know? Not really wanting to do the research around your potential ideal client to know how to reach them? Where are you not wanting to spend the time with the people that need you the most to understand how to communicate with them better? Sometimes it's easier just to throw up our hands and say, I just can't. I don't know. I don't understand. Therefore, I just don't. So we're not going to be that anymore. We're going to choose to be better so that we can take those areas that we've just been putting in the back of the line, in the bottom of the pile, in the, the drawer and closing it. And we're going to say, I'm going to deal with you. And I'm going to make sure that I'm no longer making excuses about this thing because it's big, it's scary, it's overwhelming. Doesn't mean you have to say, I'm going to become the expert in this area, but I will say this. We're no longer going to allow that one area to be a bully in our lives anymore. Can we like do a pinky promise on that? Can we get a high five, something? I want you to commit to making those steps. And because around sales, I do understand very clearly how to get past those mindsets, those blocks that stop us from having the conversations we need to have, from asking for the money that we need to ask for in our products or services, and causing the sales process to be smoother because we're more authentic. That I get really well. And if you can, need some help around that, if you have questions around that, I can help you with those things. But at the very least, regardless if we ever talk, I want you to still commit to yourself that you're not going to allow the fear of having a sales conversation to bully you into poverty, business poverty, having to let go of your dream, and even at the very least, not achieving the level of success that you were born to have in your life. I'm going to jump off my soapbox now, but I hope that you will sit with this, think about it. And if you're really serious about getting past this, schedule some time for us to talk. You can go to bookwithtishtimes.com. Schedule some time for us to chat. I promise you, at the very least, you'll be able to see things a little differently, and then you can make a decision with what to do with that new information. Again, I'm Tish Times. I look forward to talking to you. I hope that this will cause you to kind of go, think about it, and then be willing to make a change. I'll see you next time.